Hello guys, and welcome to this first video of 2021. I just want to say Happy New Year to all my subscribers and all the people that supported my channel for the last well, since it started. So we're going to be doing a video today, and we're going to be showing you how to upgrade your wall socket. So this is the socket that's in my on my wall at the moment. When I moved into the house, I haven't changed this until now, so I need to get round to doing that today. So we're going to show you how to do that. So let's get into it. So this is the socket that we're going to be using, a double socket. This is an MK Logic Plus. Now these are the best off-the-shelf socket you can get, a standard socket. You can buy them from your local electrical wholesaler or your nearest DIY store. So you can get these from Wickes in the UK or from B&Q, but Wickes are £7.99, B&Q are £4.49, so there's a big difference in price there. So this is the out of the packaging, and they've changed this socket over the years, where all this earthing rod round here used to be copper plated, and now it's just pressed steel, which is not as good as it used to be. You've got some copper plating on the top there, yeah, so they've downgraded the quality of it. It's still the best one standard plug that you can buy, main socket. So what I used to do is I used to buy these direct from MK when I run my audio business, and I used to send them away and get them deep cryogenically treated. And then I'm going to show you the next thing we're going to do. So what we do with this plug is we treat it with deoxit, like you saw me treating the mains plug that I did the other day in my other video. So in the older, with the older MK Logic Plus, you used to be able to poke either a screwdriver or you dismantle the plug and use the earth and press the earth into there, and then it would open up the terminals down there. But now they've changed them and they're not so easy to do. So what you have to do is force a screwdriver into it and just push it back, and then you squirt a bit of deoxit in there. Okay, do the same with the next one. Don't worry about if it goes over the face of the plug. It won't affect you. I'm not actually touching the contacts, I'm only touching the plastic covers. There we go. Okay, then we're going to fire it in the earth as well. And what you have to do is you have to do this twice, so you repeat it. Right, okay, so we're going to go over it a second time, and then we're going to wipe it all out. And what this does is the deoxit, it obviously takes any oxidization off of the contacts inside, and it also coats it, so it makes it last longer, gives it like a boost to the contacts. So we're going to wipe all that over now, and then we're going to turn it upside down, and we're going to treat all these contacts as well, especially the earths as well, the live, and all this bar around here. Okay, give it a second or so, then you do it again. So these contacts inside the live and the neutral are actually they're actually copper plated, although you can't really see it on this video, but they're copper plated inside. So we've done that now, so all we've got to do now is take our other socket off the wall and fit the new one on. So the first thing we need to do is isolate the electricity. So we're going to turn the electricity off so we don't get electrocuted, and then we're going to fit the new socket on. So right, so we're going to start unscrewing our wall socket off here now. That's one screw out. So the reason for using an unswitched socket is it helps to stop any interference getting in through the switch. affecting the electric and putting noise onto the mains. So let's just see if we can ease that away from there. So you might need just to run a knife around the edge of your socket if someone's painted over it. Which, when I moved into this house, I basically got round to painting this room extremely quick, and because I needed to set it up, and I haven't done a great job of it. But right, that's it. That's off of there. Right, okay. So there's the back of the plug that's been revealed there. We're just going to check that there's no electric going through there. No, there's nothing going through there at the moment still. That's all. Oh, it does look like there's. Right, okay. Still seems to be electric getting to that at the moment. Right, okay, no problem. We'll check that out. 1 second. Right, so there is no electric going to that. It's just the electrical screwdriver's a bit faulty, that one, the tester. So we're going to just undo these terminals, the live and the neutral, and the earth. Okay, see, there's nothing getting to those. Now all I'm going to do very quickly here is just to run a piece of Brasso on a cloth over the terminals, just to take any oxidization off of the wires there, the ends of the wires, and now I'm going to treat them in deoxit as well. There we go. We don't need to do a lot, just to take a little bit off of there. And off of those ones as well. Right. There we go. Give it a clean up with that. There we go. They've shined up a bit more now. They've taken off the corrosion. Right. Okay. So now what we've got to do now is we're going to treat these with our deoxit as well. Now, obviously, if you're not capable of doing this, you'll have to get an electrician to do it for you. But to be honest, it's pretty easy. Right, okay, give it a couple of seconds and then you give it another blast. Now, what I'm going to do eventually in this room is I'm going to put a dedicated mains board in here. Because I want to isolate it all from the rest of the house. So here we go now. This is our plug. Make sure that you get most of the fluid out that I've put in there. The deoxit, I put quite a lot in there, but it's fine. It'll be right. Okay, take these. These are our new screws that we're going to use to screw it back on. Might as well put some new ones in while we're doing it. Right, okay, so this is our live, our neutral and our earth. So we're going to put the live in first. Okay, poke that in there. Just make sure that's going in right. Bend that out a bit, straighten those up a bit. That's better, there we go. Now this should give you automatically a slight sonic boost to your sound. I know I'm probably going to get a load of abuse at this point, but hey, this is what I hear. Get the neutral in over there. There we go, straight in there, nice and easy. This doesn't take long to do this job. I've done a lot of work with electrics anyway, so I'm very confident in myself that. There we go. Right, just double check that they're all tightened up nice. That one there. That one there. Right, so now we need to get our earth in. Push the sheath up a bit more there. Okay, get that poked in. Right, okay, that's in. Right, that's nice and tight. Just double check them all again. Now you can run a piece of solder, silver solder, over the contacts as well if you want to, but I haven't bothered. I've just used the deoxit. Right, okay, so now we just need to squeeze that back in there. You obviously need to bend the cable to get the plug back in. There we go. Right, okay, so now all we've got to do is locate our screws now, our new screws that we're putting in. One, just start it off a bit. Get it started off a bit. This is always more difficult, this bit. Now just do that's it. That screwed on there. Right, okay, so now we can just start screwing our socket back on. I want to get it back where it was before. There's loads of other companies that sell these plugs, and they just shoot some deoxit into them, and they charge you like you know, £25–30 for them. And there is a particular guy that used to only use these plugs, and now he's decided to start producing his own plug, which is even more dearer. He's charging around, but these trust me, these are very good. You can't really get a great deal better. Even if you've got a silver plated one, some of those ones are £150. It's a hell of a lot of money for just a wall socket, and these sockets are really, really good. So I'm really pleased with these sockets. I've been using these all the time. So right, okay, so that's that done. So all we're going to do now is just fire a bit more deoxit over the end of our plugs here, just to take any oxidization off of our. There we go. Give that a minute. Right, I'm going to write that down a bit. Right, okay, so that one's ready to go back in there. That's it. And this is my other one. I need to change some of these plugs because some new ones. Give it a second. Another dousing of that. Now in the last video, when I showed you the plug, it wasn't the last video, it was the video before last. I had people saying, well, why don't you buff the contacts up inside the wall socket? Now the wall socket inside, the contacts are like pressed steel, so they come from not pressed steel, pressed brass, and then they're copper plated, and they are very smooth anyway, so there's no need to do that. The only reason I do it with these sockets, these plugs, is because they're casted, and they've got loads of little ridges and that on them, and what it does is it causes micro arcing, like I said in that video. So now we've got our wall socket there. So all we're going to do now is we're just going to go and turn our electric back on. So there you go. Electric's all back on. It's all working good. Another job done very well. So as I say, you can pick these Logic Plus up, these Logic Plus sockets, unswitched from B&Q for around about £4.49, I think they are. They're really good. This is the old socket that I took off. I'm not entirely sure who makes this one. These are just a regular, you know, standard trade socket. It's not so good, but yeah. So that's it for this video. So thanks for watching another Tweaker Man video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to give this video a like. Thanks very much for watching.